Mortal Engines. You have to watch it now. But before that,
This is Lizzie,
and this is Zach.
and this is Versus the World.
Subscribe to the channel, please.
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 Subscribe.
All right, let's watch the trailer.
What is that? That is London.
What?
That looks really cool. Howl's Moving Castle?
To bring humanity
Pretty much.
to the very brink of extinction. Mankind mobilized.
Who was that?
Looks like Giancarlo Esposito, but it's not. Hey, it's Hugo Weaving.
The great predator cities. Survival of the fastest.
So it's like Mad Max meets...
Howl's Moving Castle.
Yeah. And Fallout.
Fallout time.
You saw the Fallout poster, right?
Look, there's a sword. Or weapon.
This is for my mother.
This is a little darker than
We've got
Peter's used to.
Vengeance.
I don't know who any of these actors are, though, except for Hugo.
Ask him why he murdered my mother.
I guess she's not the leading lady. I guess
Unless
he's not
she
the leading
is.
man.
Unless you kill her first.
I want them found.
She's not dead.
Where's Turnip Head?
They're alive still. Oh yes, that one looks awesome.
This is weird.
I've been looking for you for a long time. Your mother, she said she had found something dangerous. She was afraid of Valentine, of what he might do.
The man who controls this, controls the world.
She said that you could
How?
A lot of questions right now.
This weapon can wipe out the largest city in the blink of an eye.
Not if we shut it down.
Nothing can stand in the face of this.
We have to stop London before it destroys us.
I don't know why I felt some Guilty Gear vibe in here.
Once we go in,
Because all the steampunk.
I have to.
I like steampunk though. No, it's
People,
that.
people don't, though.
It is that.
Okay, so...
All right.
Interesting. So I don't know if you caught that at the beginning, but so this is made by, it's directed by Peter Jackson, but it's also written, wrote. Peter Jackson, Fran, and Philippa, the three guys that did Lord of the Rings. They wrote the script for this. Pretty sure this was actually a novel first, like a young adult novel.
So is it going to be 3 hours long?
Probably. It is Peter Jackson, so he is known for that.
But he has really good sets usually.
All right,
so.
I love Peter and I love those writers, but I'm not sure if this is maybe too high concept for general audiences. This reminds me of that Matt Damon movie that came out last year, The Great Wall.
I don't think I saw it.
It looked
Sorry.
a lot like it had the same kind of. It was a completely different setting. It was set in I think like future Japan, and this is set in future
London?
Europe. But I don't know. It might be too high concept, and it might.
I don't know.
It
It might
seems
work out.
Its fiction is very complicated. It seems like. So how are they going to explain that to people?
I don't know. Mortal Engines. It sounds like there's something that's alive. That's where I got Guilty Gear from. I was like, oh, there's this weapon that
Yeah.
that's alive. And
I
can
still don't even
kill
understand
everyone.
what Guilty Gear is about, though. So, and that's what I'm saying. Like, there's a lot of questions here, and I doubt that a movie's gonna be able to answer all of them. That's really cool. So
The
that
Welcome to London. Is that what's Fallout 4?
it is. No, it's very Fallout, just with the smiling family all
Starting a
standing
new
in front of.
life.
Yeah, it's very BioShock too.
Yeah.
Start your new life in the world's greatest traction city. So, Snowpiercer had everything on trains.
Yeah.
This one has everything on.
Machines.
So the guy that wrote the book, did he steal this from Miyazaki?
No.
That guy's too pretty. Is that fair?
This is for my mother.
That guy's too pretty.
A prettier guy over the girl?
That's not very nice, Lizzie, but yeah, maybe.
No, she's pretty.
It's kind of hard to tell with the giant scar across her face.
Oh, that's not what makes a character beautiful.
I don't know. It's like the costume designs are kind of all over the place. These guys are kind of nothing, and then this guy's in a full red jumpsuit or trench coat. So does Japan have its own? See, I feel like this movie would have gone a lot farther if they had spent the trailer explaining the lore rather than telling us the story. Like, I want to know, why are we on these moving cities?
As far as I know, it's just about a girl's vengeance.
And that's one of the things. Like, I feel like.
And then they're like, "Oh wait, there's a reason you need vengeance. Your mom figured all this out."
They might have wanted to realize that people would come to see the world rather than try to get them to come to see the story. Because if they don't understand the world, they're not going to want to see the story.
And it's a cool world.
Yeah, it's just
Things are floating. Like.
It's going to be really uncomfortable if the story is just a vengeance story set in this world, but it's just a vengeance story.
I mean, that would be pretty cool.
But like, if it's just a vengeance story on the backs of moving cities, that's not fun. Like if this story could be told just in New York, and it could be told underwater, and it could be told in the air, it makes it less tied to this. Like with a unique of a place as this, they need to tie it into the story. But the story seems pretty generic, even though the world itself seems pretty cool.
I guess we'll have to see it.
I really don't want to, actually. I love Peter Jackson, but this looks like kind of...
I'd probably wait till it comes on, like, Redbox or Netflix.
So that was that.
Yeah.
What do you think, Lizzie?
Yeah, I'd probably wait to Netflix it.
Yeah. It doesn't look good.
It doesn't look... There's nothing that really draws me about the world to go and see it in theaters.
Yeah, I mean, I love Howl's Moving Castle, and I love cities that are moving on the backs of large creatures, but it's like it took a good idea and just put a dumb revenge plot over it. Kind of like all those young adult novels that like have a cool setting, but then they just put what do they call it? A love triangle over it. So like vampires are cool, werewolves are cool, but then they made the entire thing about a love triangle. And it's like, well, I don't really care about that.
Well, they try to make it about the world too.
Or whatever.
There's a few successful ones.
What was the Maze one? Maze Runner.
Yeah. I haven't finished it. So.
But again, cool idea. Set around teenage angst. I don't know. Maybe I'm just burnt out on movies like this.
I don't know. What do you guys think?
It's a lot of CG. All right, yeah. So how many thumbs up do you give it?
5, I guess.
We have to have our weird unit of measurement. So
5 swords? No, not swords. 5 scars?
I give it 2 underdeveloped thumbs up out of 10. What do you give it?
5.
Just 5 anything.
Just 5 weapons being stabbed.
5 wastes of Peter Jackson's time. All right, thank you. Enjoy that movie, I guess.
Please subscribe.
And subscribe.